team is over back at their own hotel, and Carmelo came in his sweatsuit tonight.
Underway now as Uruguay tries to do something no one else has been able to do, and that is get off to a good start against the United States. They do just that with the jump shot.
Batista will be.
Well, maybe after seeing our open, they're a little afraid to go inside what Mr. Batista might do. Uruguay again moves the ball around, backed out by Mazzarino. Jump shot from the outside is no good.
Open court transition opportunity for the United States, but the transition defense has been very, very good for the opponents of the United States. He is perfect from behind the line in this entire tournament, 3 for 3.
And I believe he's only taken about 5 shots.
But he has more block shots, Jason Kidd does, in this tournament than he has shot attempts.
Great move along the baseline by Batista. And he gets fouled as well.
Batista, who was really just getting started, back to the basket move, the drop step along that baseline, and then comes right back. Nice use of the left hand, and Dwight Howard a little bit lackadaisical in his preparation, thinking that Batista might just toss that ball out of there.
Point lead.
Uruguay has 2 Olympic medals in men's basketball, from the 52 Olympics in Helsinki, from the 56 Olympics in Melbourne. They have not played, though, in the Olympics and qualified for the big since Los Angeles in '84.
Both of those were bronze medals as well, as LeBron James knocked down a deuce at the other end.
They're looking to milk Batista down inside.
He had position established. Rainbow three-pointer.
Is that they don't mind mixing it up physically. It's a very proud country, not a big country, only 3.3 million
game with the United States trailing. Without question. I think the only other time they trailed in a game was 4-2.
LeBron in transition.
Beautiful back to Kobe.
The chemistry between LeBron and Kobe has really been fun to witness. But in transition, Kobe is yelling for that ball, knowing that LeBron is looking ahead to attack.
Oh, that's right.
With his Milwaukee
brand new teammate from China. Oh, nice move by Batista. Games the last 2 years with the Atlanta Hawks. LeBron James, a little pump fake, and back out. Jason Kidd, three-pointer, is too deep.
His first miss from behind the arc in this entire FIBA America tournament. With quick hands by Uruguay.
Well, almost a steal, but
international game, the pace of it, the flow, where the openings and opportunities are, and he has been getting literally 70% of the offensive opportunities in the opening going. And LeBron has been in the United States, but if Michael Redd doesn't start hitting some shots, they're going to have to come with another alternative.
Kobe Bryant off to the races, has some options, lays it off for Michael Redd.
Uruguay is not turning the ball over, something that the United States has capitalized on, really forced a tough pass that hits Dwight Howard in the back of the head there. Rare turnover.
And then LeBron James takes it coast to coast. Needs in place of Carmelo Anthony.
That's what they have counted on from Carmelo.
Mazzarino from outside. Three-pointer is good.
This tournament in assist to turnover ratio by a gargantuan amount. He's got 29 assists coming into this game tonight, and that was on his 3rd turnover of the entire tournament.
Kobe Bryant trying to make up for his last time down. This time spot.
Players running away from the basket.
Bounce pass. Oh, nice. Down to Batista with a strong
fun. A men's senior tournament. That was in Sydney, but that outside shooting, the exception of Michael Redd, continues to remain remarkably consistent. Nice runner in the lane.
Except they missed everything, except the glass. A great ball movement in the finish by Tayshawn. Here's what you talked about with the 2 point guards. Billups, Argentina, showdown of 2 unbeaten teams. If the USA can hold on tonight, midnight Eastern time, top 4 teams after the quarterfinal round will still have a chance to win the spot in Beijing. Remember, all USA games also available live on ESPN360.com.
Beautiful penetration by Uruguay to set up Batista down low, who has been the best front court player in this game by far. Backcourt violation at the buzzer, though at the end of the first quarter, the United States lucky to have.
Jay-Z and Love is the name of one of their hits. Jay-Z and Beyonce, crazy about Team USA. And Bill, I hear you.
Language for the river of beautifully colored birds. And that is a description of the Uruguayan River, which is flowing into the River Plata, which makes the border with Argentina and Uruguay. The River Negro on the northern part, which makes the border with
the best team in this tournament by far thus far, and he right now is dominating. Go to the locker room, son. Look at this. Esteban Batista is.
How do you do that when Uruguay not one of the traditional powers?
That lob inside for Batista was a little bit out of his range even. LeBron James along the baseline, and then.
Granted, they never get to play against talent like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. In fact, Batista,
native Uruguay. Martinez.
Great hands defensively by Jason Kidd.
Kidd to LeBron James off the glass.
The steam locomotive rolling down the tracks. LeBron James, he just gets that body moving, and nobody can keep up with him, and nobody's willing to get in his way.
LeBron finger roll. It's like, well, game plan's over. Let's just start shooting and see if we can knock some down.
What happens is that these countries have 1 or 2 good or decent ball players, and as soon as those guys make a 41% of the field, and the United States, they have the best opponent field goal percentage in the entire tournament at 36%, so not surprising.
Morales was showing his range after that jump shot, and then Kobe Bryant again.
Just before the defense gets there, as opposed to the triple clutch against 3 defenders hanging all over you. Finish left the way Kobe can finish left, but LeBron is 5 or 6 years younger than Kobe. Here's Jason Kidd in transition. LeBron.
Oh! Because he wasn't even close on that.
Nobody trying to take a charge on this play here.
To miss from the field.
And 3-pointers, dunks, drives, runners, jumpers, defense, doing it all, LeBron James.
And Uruguay finally has Tobo down.
One of the real nice things about Uruguay, John, is that, like most of South America, LeBron James in America, they had the unbelievable, repressive military dictatorships and the disappeared ones and all of the human rights abuses. But during the 70s, Uruguay had the greatest proportion of political prisoners.
Well, they're trying to move forward here as far as this tournament goes, and they're running into it from the United States. Darren Williams to Kobe Bryant, right at the rim.
Beautiful basketball. 3-pointers are going down. The defense has been superb.
Amari Stoudemire's shot won't go, but it's knocked back out. Kobe Bryant reverses underneath. He came over the top, but look at this reverse.
The lack of defensive rotation on the weak side is really hurting Uruguay. Kobe Bryant, he does this against the best.
So Espancendine has that same look, as we've said.
A lot of the
opponent coaches have had. Lobbed into Amari.
Percent of the population of Uruguay is of European descent. And a tremendous Italian population there. He's coming up the court. Only hope that's all going to work out for everybody involved.
I don't want him to shoot.
No, he's got to shoot here. You're on fire. Go for it.
LeBron with the dish this time. Come up with an assist at the end. And he does.
Amari Stoudemire with his second three-pointer of the tournament.
Take that, Bill Walton.
LeBron, who's just been flawless, finds Amari Stoudemire at the halftime buzzer. This has been a beautiful display of how you play fast break, up and down basketball. You mentioned Carmelo's 28 points. It's a high. That's for this tournament here. Right. The all-time high for the United States in international competition is 35 points by Carmelo Anthony last year in Japan. That was against Italy. So LeBron with already 26, he's right there to snatch that top spot away from his buddy Carmelo.
Mazzarino starts things out nicely for Uruguay with an outside jumper. Tayshaun Prince trying to clear some space. Finds Amari Stoudemire, lays it off the glass.
I was shocked to see LeBron on the bench to start the second half. But the first time I saw Arvydas Sabonis play, he was 19 years old. It was many, many years ago. It was in a European championship game over in Stuttgart, Germany. He was playing for Moscow. In the first half, he's 19. In the first half, he had 30 points and 20 rebounds and a dozen block shots and didn't miss a shot.
A few extra dollars as a free agent out there coming off the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, that Hawk team, we can only hope that they can find some sort of success. And it has been
video problems from Las Vegas. We have our crack staff on it right now. I'm sure they'll get it straight before long.
Nothing but net. Beautiful basketball. Again, the quick delivery, no hesitation, brained ankle. 9 points for Tayshaun on a very impressive percentage. And they're trying to get down into that medal round. Batista using his coach for everywhere. He has been working with Esteban a lot. And Herb Brown's international resume impeccable. 15 years in Puerto Rico coaching. 6 years in Spain.
That sort of jump hook by Batista won't fall down for him. One of the few that hasn't. Darren Williams from the outside. Good. Drop even quick little drives along the baseline like that and reverses won't go. Layups are missing. Mike Miller, long distance three is
Uruguay, but Canada, that's what everybody's watching. If they beat Puerto Rico, Canada, Puerto Rico tomorrow night, just prior to the United States and Argentina, critically important game, not only for the results of this tournament, but who gets to go to the qualifying tournament just before Beijing next summer, starting August 8th. Syracuse this year, so very, very sad.
No, that's a great point. Take one of the best players off of any of these teams, you'd expect them to take a big drop. So for Canada to be in the medal hunt, that is saying something for Leo Rautins and crew. Nice little move by Batista. He's shown a little bit.
4 years of age, about the same age as LeBron and Carmelo. He is clearly the best player. Oh, goodness. Tayshaun Prince with the beautiful over the top. It was perfect in the first half. 11 for 11, 26 points. Can't even get in the game. But Batista is the best player already in the history of Uruguay basketball. But his mentor was one of their previous legends, Oscar Moglia, who was just the inspiration and the driving force once Batista started to learn about basketball. So it's just nice to see that the tradition and the legacy being carried on.
Batista will.
Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul here. It just took Tyson Chandler out of the play. They have to call that.
They knew they would be without him here. That's why they have a full complement of 12 players. But
and
you think there's a little clear out? Just a little bump.
I don't know, John. You think that guy could?
Miller swings it around. Michael Redd. The teardrop won't go. Ooh, a couple of Team USA players hit the floor. There's that unorthodox shot that you talked about.
Yes, goodness gracious. And Cynthia Cooper, 25 points. She was the regular season MVP. She was the finals MVP. What a talent. What a player. What a personality, Cynthia Cooper. Congratulations.
They would win 4 consecutive to start off the WNBA. It's clearly been established that college players are no longer able to handle these players that are professionals and playing professional in South America or in Europe for years and years and years.
Performance scoring-wise.
Right.
Zone defense here for the United States. Will they ever really need a shot? It's much more difficult to make than a
shooting one. But as far as difficulty, jumping that high does require some athletic
world. Then you got Nocioni, who's also not playing, who's a very fierce competitor. You got Oberto, who combined with Manu Ginobili to score, what, 24, the last 26 points of the championship game. These are really good players. They're not even playing, and the team is still absolutely on top of this tournament, as Tyson Chandler has been on top right now.
The players at that level, whatever that level is, was the only way he could describe it. Nice job going after the rebound. Another nice rebound underneath.
A couple interesting notes from around the NBA today that just came up late, John, was the Clippers signing Ruben Patterson. The Clippers in a world of hurt with Elton Brand being hurt. And we'll have more on that when we come back from this important break. Right now, the USA surging to another power. To see the guys dancing around on the bench, I couldn't help but think that with the Dancing with the Stars thing that's coming up, that Mark Cuban and Floyd Mayweather are going to be a part of, Wayne Newton is also going to be a part of it. And I can only hope that he sings FIBA Las Vegas.
I'm sure he's singing that tonight. The United States is going to stay perfect and set up that matchup against Argentina.
Pull one more miracle out. Because Canada has a better front court.
I was going to say, Canada's front court has been playing very, very well in this tournament.
And English will be a critical factor for Canada going head-to-head with here.
Well, I'm telling you, it's going to take an astronomer to figure things out, because they go to the goal differential, which is a mathematical formula where you divide number of points given up in a number of points scored.
A 4-point play here.
And on the calculator, trying to figure that one out. Step back.
The users, but they have a 24% annual growth rate in internet use. Uruguay has only 1.1 million people who are connected to the internet. And Chile,
and they gave up 100 points.
And they struggled. Yep. And Mexico was the only team in the entire tournament that shot better than 40% against the United States. They shot 46%. And Tyson Chandler, he just has another reverse dunk. And frustrating, disappointing, and kind of embarrassing at this point, the way that Uruguay is getting dunked on.
Well, when you start shaking hands with 11 seconds left in the game, and the coaches are hugging before the clock is ticked off, and the handshakes are done before it's over, and LeBron James has not come out of his sweatsuit in the second half, that tells you all you need to know, Bill.
But he's in the record books. Greatest field goal percentage in the history of the United States international basketball competition.
11 for 11. We'll get back here in a moment.